Hey everyone, it's Molly. Come on in. I am wanted to share. There's been some viral posts going around on the regular craft pages with paper crafts, and it's this reveal effect. I don't really know the official name, but it's basically when you're curling back the paper. So I wanted to give that a shot with some clay. So I kind of just was playing around last night and did this one here. And I thought today we would make one together and I can show you how I did it. It's very easy. Now the only thing is I got some cut marks on my picture here and some crud, some clay. Because you lay the clay down and then you pull it back. So, anyway, I got very lucky because my photos are really small. But let's do this. So I'm going to pull, I have one more of these arches. And then guys, look, I also for other ornaments have a mitten. I have 2 mittens and I have 2 globes. What do you call these? Snow globes. Okay, and I have some air dry clay ideas for those. Well, for the snow globe and some painting. But I think this one's going to be okay, even though he didn't hit the dead center. It's hard to get this exactly centered unless you measure it, and I didn't measure it for him before he drilled the hole. But so we're going to use this as our base. This is just scrap clay rolled out on a number 4. And guys, I put it down because it's so thin. I put it down on my tray and then cut it. And somebody's going to ask me about these. This is the cutter I'm using. And I got this off of Etsy, and I don't remember where. I got 2 sizes. One's even larger than this. That I can use on my plaques and stuff. So, I think I posted a set I might have on my Amazon list. So you can see if that's there or not. Okay. So, the first thing we need to do is get some clay. Now, I have some scrap clay left over from this one I made last night. It's not going to be enough, but let me roll it out to get an idea of how much we're going to have. And guys, you know how flat I'm getting these? You know why? Some of you do. It's because you need to put down a coaster or a tile on top of them, and they'll stay flat while they're baking, and they won't get any bubbles in them. Well, they shouldn't. Can't say that 100%, but I've had good luck doing that. Okay, let me get my drink out of the way. So I'm going to need, obviously, more. So we need the exact same shape as this. So I need to find my clay. Here it is. I'm going through more clay than ever right now. More black clay. I don't have any more. Do I? I mean, I have stuff, but let's just keep this going because I didn't think ahead. See if this will be enough. I am using souffle. I feel, well, this is probably a mix of Primo and souffle, but I can feel it's mostly souffle. This is souffle. Souffle holds its shape a little bit better. So, when I'm doing big shapes like this, I tend to use it. God, that was going to be loud if I dropped it. Let's just see. Oh Oh yeah, this will be more than enough. Roll these two together. Okay. This is plenty. Rub out your bubbles. If you need to, use a pin. We're going to cover this up, so you want them gone now. Okay. So I'm going to get some wax paper. I really don't need all this. This is a lot to handle. Right? Just to be safe, I'll leave a little extra on here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do what we've often watched me do. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was off the camera. I'm going to use the Ready Gold Leaf from Craft Smart. Guys, if you're new, this is the kind of gold leaf that's very easy to work with. They do sell it on Amazon. Well, they might be out on Amazon, actually, the last time I checked, but it's very, very friendly to work with. More so than the gold leaf you get on Amazon. And they sell it at Michael's. And it's cheaper than Amazon, so by the time you pay the shipping, it evens out. But it's only $9.99 if you want to run into the store. I think it's $11 something on Amazon, but again, Amazon was sold out. I was giving all my secrets away. We took their stash. It gets shipped from Michael's anyway, you guys. So, I'm just going to lay this down. Now, this is where that's all we're going to do on this side. Why am I dropping everything this morning? Holy heck. Okay, we're going to do that again on this side. This is also rolled out on a number 4. Since these are ornaments, I'm trying to keep them as lightweight as possible. The first one I did is extremely heavy and it'll probably take down the whole Christmas tree. So, I'm trying to be mindful of that myself. Oh no. It's because I said how friendly this stuff was. That's what you get, Molly. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, so you want to find a background. Hold on, is this going to be enough? Yeah, because we're going to roll. I'm going to barely make it. Okay, well, I can always go diagonal. No, I can't. Okay. If you want to put more down, put more down. So I'm going to use, I'm going to use this one. I love this. It always comes out so nice. So you want to find the end where the parts are sticking up that you want your impression to be on. So I want it. It doesn't really matter. I do this every single time. Which side do I want? I'm going to go this side. Okay, now here's the thing. Usually you're told to only do this on top of gold leaf. But if you can catch some of the ends with some clay, you can go ahead and use your brayer or your roller. I don't like using my roller. I can really get my finger in here and get some strength behind it when I roll out. Okay, so, and when you use the plastic texture sheets, you're less likely to pick up gold leaf on it like you are if you use rubber or plastic. Just a little tip there. So then the important part is you want to pick this up. Now see, the back is just crackled, and that's fine. But we have to have it two-sided. So, you want to see the image for all my cat lovers out there? I want to use these kitties. So let's think about, okay, I already pulled. I have a Titan Mars Pale from Golden. I have Iridescent Copper from Golden. And I have my Treasure Gold Blue Quartz from Folk Art. I'm going to put the blue down last. Okay, so those are our colors that match the kitties. I think I'm going to start with the pink. It's a weird kind of pink, but it matches the photo perfect. And it looks really good with the gold. And this color only comes in gold. I've seen the silver leaf packaging like online and stuff, but I've never seen it available anywhere. So you just want to do little, remember, we got to get right to the edges because we do, right? Okay. And you just want to go very light-handed. Have a wet paper towel or a baby wipe close by. I need to get a new one. I left mine open last night and half of it was dry. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with the copper. You still want to be able to see the gold through it. I was a little heavy there. And you want to leave room for your blue. And you can, this copper and pink, you can actually overlap a little bit. It looks kind of cool. We might get a purplish color once we start putting some of the blue on. Come on. It's looking good already. All right, now let's put on some of our blue. If I can get the lid open. Oh my goodness. Okay. Robin said you can put Vaseline on the, and I need to clean out the old paint from in there, but put Vaseline a little bit around your lids and they won't dry shut. You can do that with your glue. You can do it with your, if you use an extra bottle or jar, I mean, for your varnishes, your paints. I haven't done it yet. I have Aquaphor, not Vaseline. I'm assuming it would work the same. I probably need to buy new ones. That thing is so old. This looks so cute. You don't always need to use red and green for Christmas. I'm debating. I'm just looking at it to see if, you know, that's always the hardest part, isn't it? Is when to say when. And I think it's time to say when. You guys are probably like, no, over there, you missed a spot. Oh, well. We shall survive. Okay. I am not. What did I do last night? Did I dry it? I don't know. I don't want it to get hard. I'm not going to dry it. I'm going to just clean off. Okay. So I'm going to take this off of here. I'm sorry, guys. This is not how I did it last night, but I'm thinking this might be better. But then I can't see the top and bottom. All right, we're going to do what I did last night. I know my wax paper is gone. I don't know that I need it, but whatever. Let's do this again, shall we? See if I can save some of this for the back or something. Okay, then the other thing is, when you're dealing with a big piece like this, you want to use something that I can't find. Found it. This is a big, one of those things that comes with plastic stamps, and you can get them large. And I intentionally bought this one. It's a 6x6. It's about 6x6. Well, 5. If this is 5.5, it's 5.5 by 5.5. And you just want to make sure you get a good cut. And then you want to clean that off. I did a very bad job. It appears that I did. Maybe I should stand up. Okay, very carefully. Well, here. Sorry, it's only the second time I've done this. I'm going to glue on the cats. I'm going to use Weld Bond. You can use any white glue or medium. And you don't want to use too much, guys. It'll make a picture bubble. Bubble and warp and bow and all that non-fun stuff. Okay. This brush is hard because I used it last night and left it out. It's a disposable brush, if you will. Sometimes I wash them, but you can buy them in bulk. And for me, doing these videos, it's handy for me to have some things that I can just grab and pitch. And you know what works even better? Your fingers, the best tools we have. Okay, now get some glue off of my finger. I think I want it like up here. And just get it as centered as I can. Okay. My screen looks really awkward to me, like it's skewed. Like we're falling off the table or something. Maybe it's just my eyes. I don't have my glasses on. Okay. Let me then we need a cutter. And you want it to be a little smaller than your picture. I always hate when you lose some of your picture. Is that better? I don't know. Okay. Let's just keep going. So then I need to know where I need to cut. So I'm going to say the center of both is right here. So I'm just putting a little divot in there. And you want to match it up. I missed a step. Okay. Let's put down some liquid Sculpey because this is all gold leaf. I don't know if this is going to work, and I don't have any Bacon Bond. I could use regular glue. I don't think I used anything last night. I think I completely forgot that step, and it still stayed on. But, okay. So, we can go over the picture a little bit. You guys are like, geez, lady, get it together. All right. I'm laying this down to match it up as best I can. And then we'll trim any excess. Okay, now remember that area? Let's all take a deep breath. And hope this is it. Now, you don't want, actually, if we remove this, hold on. Guys, if you're new, this is how I do my videos. Sometimes I have done things enough, like my boxes, I can walk you through start to finish, like in my sleep. New things that I'm trying, we work on together. And it's hard because I'm not live. I love when I can go live, but, you know, people leave comments and stuff. Now, you want to pick up the middle and you want to roll it back, but you don't want to remove. Okay, now see how that works? Can you see? Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm taking this and I'm rolling it like if you had a piece of paper with a pencil around it or something. But I'm leaving it attached to this edge here. And each one could be different. I guess. And you can cut it into 4 if you don't want to do 8. I find it easier to cut things in half and then in half and then in half again, and then they're all the same width. And I've seen people do squares. I meant to bring down my iPad to show you some that I saw. But I think this is very clever, and I think it's very cute. It kind of looks like busting through a package or something. So look at that. Isn't that cute? All right, now the tricky part. Try and clean this up. I'm getting some of the clay, which is why this isn't going so quick. And that side's okay. And then make sure you didn't flatten anything, Molly. All right. And then we can put some words down here. And then don't forget to poke your hole back through. Do I have a little pokey one? I should, but I have so much crap on my desk, I can't find anything. It's like all stuff I use too. Oh yeah, here it is. Wonder if it's too big. Nope. So I'm going to poke a hole through the back so I know exactly where it needs to go. And then pull off the excess. Go back through again. I think it's okay that it's off center a little bit. I really do. Are you guys dying? Can you stand these cats with the ice skate and the flowers? Okay. Now, this has to go bake. I would recommend you bake it according to the manufacturer's instructions. I do that, which means I will be baking this for 30 minutes, which is more than enough because it's not even a 1/4 inch thick. For me, it's enough for me. Okay, let me go do this, and then I'll come back when it's done. Okay, so guys, I pulled the ornament out of the oven after 20 minutes. It's still a little hot to handle because I need to do the back, so it's going to go in there and bake even longer. And I'm going to use these hexagon tools this time. I've been using the diamond one, which I actually love, but I just felt like doing something a little different. I was going to leave half of this, just the gold leaf with the texture on it, but I forgot, and I ended up painting the whole thing. I did this without you because it's the exact same thing we just did. Exact same thing. This is rolled out on a number 4, nice and thin. And you can feel the ridges in here. So you can line these up and get the, the biggest bang for your buck. I got paint and gold leaf all over me. This is more than enough. But This is way more than enough. I don't know what I thought I was covering here. Well, I have another image with the same color scheme. So I will save them. I will not bake them. I will put them in a plastic bag. These are the large hexagons, I think. I don't know where in the world my mediums went. I'm not real happy right now. I mean, my drawer's right next to me with all these in it. I don't get it. I'm gonna try and take away the excess. Oh boy. I have 2 pieces of wax paper down. For those of you that are new, I use wax paper because I have a glass desk and or table and or work surface, whatever. And I mouse threw that away. What an idiot. And it sticks, which is fine, but the wax paper makes it so much easier, and you can turn it whichever way you need while you're cutting something or working on it. It makes it so easy. Did not line that one up very good. So what's going to happen is we're going to do the back. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop right here for a minute. I'm going to finish this row. Okay. Aren't these just gorgeous? Okay. Let's just start so I can get an idea about how much I'm going to need. Oh, Molly. You need to put down your liquid Sculpey. Right? Because you're putting raw clay on a baked surface, so it needs something to adhere to. And this did work on the front side. It's locked and loaded on there. So get the glue off here. All right, take 2. Glad I stopped myself. This little guy's demented a little bit in the middle. It's headed down where the image is and where we pulled away the clay. It's warping in that way. I haven't done this enough to know what to do about it, but I haven't seen anyone else do this yet, so I don't have anybody I can ask or look at. Man, this is going to be so pretty. It's telling me my camera isn't working right now. I'm going to pause this and come right back. Okay, sorry. It was actually a warning that I only have 20% of my battery left. And I'm using my phone as my camera. I'm going to be getting a new camera, but I'm trying to save for it because it's very expensive, but it's an over-the-desk camera. And I've talked to some people that use it to know what the best one was, because I had bought one and it was not, I couldn't get enough of my work surface in for when I don't need to be like, when you don't need to be way down here on my desk. I'm using scraps right where they got cut off along the side. That one got majorly stretched. I'm not going to use it. Mo is snoring so loud, you guys. My dog. He's down here. Wow. I mean, I don't know what to do because I don't have any more scraps, so I have to use whole. Oh, I know what I can do. What if I cut these in half? Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to flip this over and cut off the excess with an X-Acto knife. And then I think I need 2 more. Oh, I just cut that. Oh no, it'll work. And I'm going to put stickles in here before I bake it. Okay. So I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to use this. I have enough left to do another one, which is awesome. Okay. I'm going to have to get that glue out of there too somehow. Keep this clay, even though it has paint on it. You need to work it. As soon as you're done here, get it all mixed up, run it through your pasta machine or with your roller, however you do it. I hope you guys know when I say pasta machine, if you're the one that likes to hand roll, because a lot of people do. I hate it, but that's why I always say that. We got to get this out of here. This glue. Okay, now let me wipe this off because that's all I need is glue all over that. Put the lid back on. These guys moved a little bit on me. All right. No. We're going to use gold. And I'm going to put little dots. This is like the last one I did when I did rhinestones. Why am I not doing rhinestones? I don't know. Oops. I want to see what it looks like with stickles. I love stickles. Sure, why not? And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, because this is going to be the end of the video, because, oh, God, that scared me. Something fell. I'm going to bake this for another 30 minutes. And then the stickles will be dry when you bake them. Pretty cool. Let's see if I'm missing anywhere. I love this quilt pattern. It's so pretty. All right. And then I have to be very careful here, guys. I don't want to flip it. On the front, I'm going to take diamond stickles. As you can see, I need to get a new bottle out, but it's diamond. And I'm going to put it all over the front, and then I'm going to resin the photo in the center. Okay? For resin, you guys have seen me do this in other videos, but I use the Decor ROM UV resin. And I have a nail UV light. You just put it on, you just brush it where you want it and put it in there for 10 minutes. Mine's an older light. It's not the new wattages, so it might take a little time. I do have the link in my Amazon list, which at the top of the comments, the pinned comment, will be the very first one, will be a link to my Facebook page, which I welcome you to join. It also has my Amazon list and a link to where I recommend you buy clay. It's the least expensive place you can buy it. They're fast. In the summer in the heat, they put foil, like padding, so to protect it while it's shipping from the heat. Blueberry beads. So that's linked in there, and it's a permanent link I keep. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go, and we'll be doing another ornament very soon. Bye.